Vegas 2025, this trip was definitely an adventure. Here are the bet spreads we were using. And as usual, there was a lot of crazy swings on this trip.
We are currently at the airport and we're heading to Vegas. What's going to happen this trip, Goodyear?
We are not pitted against each other this time. It will be Andrea and I on a combined bankroll, hoping to generate as much EV as possible at those high value games in Vegas. And we're going to try to also get some table footage for you guys.
That's the plan.
Dans les compartiments de...
We got a comped room at Aliante. Let's see. See what it looks like. Oh yeah. This'll do. No, I'm not gonna hold the door for you. Oh yes. That'll do. It is the start of day 2, I guess. We'll count yesterday as day 1.
It's travel day.
Yeah, yesterday was our travel day. So is this day 1?
Yeah, this is day 1.
Okay.
So today we're going to go get breakfast, we're going to get disguises, and we're going to go to the bank and get our money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I might take out my piercings.
Yes.
Crazy. Then how will you guys tell us apart?
There's no way of knowing. I will get Goodyear dressed up, and she's going to get me dressed up in a disguise, and you guys comment below who did it better.
I like that.
Yeah.
We probably won't get a ton of table play in tonight just because we also got to stop and get some cash, just get all situated to play. So it's going to be just a little bit of a messing around day. But first, we're going to go get breakfast. Please, Andrea?
No.
No. You're going to pick me up grandma clothes. Oh my god. Who's grandmother?
Am I shopping for? Yeah. I'm not doing this.
You are not doing this to me. No. Immediately no. The leg! Look at the leg! Oh god, I do. Got it. We're stacked.
Perfect.
40K. That's what we'll start with. 40K. Hopefully we don't need a top up and it's just profit and we can bring back 80.
That's the plan.
After we were done running all of our errands, we went to a nice dinner, watched some true crime, and called it a night.
Gloomy day in Vegas. Here's the disguise for day 2, our first actual day of play.
It's the start of day 2. Andrea's clearly going into the casinos first, and we're going to take her to the high value games and see if we can get a little bit of extra time with the blonde wig.
I feel ridiculous, but I hope it works.
Yeah, it always, when you see her after the transformation, it's like, ooh, that's not going to work, but it has in the past. So we'll see if the
Hopefully
Las
it's all male pit bosses, because a female would be able to spot this wig a mile away. Casino number 1. Wish me luck.
She's hitting the Bellagio. Hopefully they don't recognize you. When you're the driver on these trips, you just gotta find somewhere to park. And when you're on the strip, it is not easy. So I'm just posted up next to Treasure Island, just hoping that somebody doesn't come and tell me to move. But the back offs are usually pretty quick, so I don't need more than 15 minutes of parking. But if Andrea gets deep in a session here, I might have an issue. Here she comes. How'd it go?
Oh, that's $9,900.
Did you really?
Yeah, actually did.
So did they have you fill out the CTR paperwork?
Yeah, I was gonna CTR, so I tried to stay right below, bought in 9,900, then had to buy in more.
Yeah.
Once I CTR'd, he wouldn't do the paperwork to CTR. As soon as I gave him my passport, he looked at it, made a phone call. He said, "Sorry, we can't change your money."
Oh shit! So it was working.
So I left, didn't cash out any chips, lost everything, 9,900. And I left at
every penny.
The running count was 12, and there was one deck left, so it was also the true count. The count was 12.
Oof!
Yeah.
Okay, well, on to the next.
On to the next. That sucked. I've played 2 casinos, and I'm down $10,150 so far. Rough start. Headed to casino number 3, plenty of time to turn it around.
Okay, so for those of you wondering, this right here is how we get caught at the table. I am minimum betting when the count is 0 or negative, and then when the count turns in my favor, I'm gonna raise my bets. I was just playing greens, the table minimum, but now the count went up, so I'm betting one hand of $300. Sorry about this table footage, but you have to be discreet when you're filming in a casino. I win this bet, but a bunch of high cards came out lowering my count, so I'm going to lower my bet back to $25. Now every casino is looking for these bet fluctuations that match the count. Vegas has some of the sharpest surveillance in the world, so they pick up on a card counter very quickly. When I raise my bets, the math says I have a slight advantage on that hand. I now raise my bets to one hand of $500. Partway through, the pit boss came around to talk to me.
Can I get some black? Pardon? What do you mean?
So quick, you like
I know, it's bad.
At my worst spot in the session, I was down close to $8,000.
I got a bonus at work.
it.
Gave it all away.
I was waiting to hire me so I can work at work.
Yeah, I'll be working in the kitchen after this.
Yeah, too pretty to be in the kitchen.
Oh, thank you.
So I didn't know what he meant at first. I thought he was going to show me some sort of flyer of me at a different casino and ask what was I doing today. But he was genuinely concerned because I had lost so much money. We use a very high bet spread, so our variance is all over the place. We have crazy winning sessions and crazy losing sessions. But the math says as long as we're playing a perfect mathematical game of blackjack, we're going to win more than we lose in the long run. Now a bunch of little cards come out and the count increases. We wish there was a more discreet way to gain the advantage and play a winning game in the casino, but unfortunately there isn't for blackjack. So these bet fluctuations are a dead giveaway to now assess someone's game. We take insurance at a true 2.5 or higher on a double deck game.
Okay. One, okay. One. Eight. Yeah.
Oh, you had nothing.
Nine.
She don't want me to make a call for her.
You don't want to come back here after this.
I should,
Oh.
but listen, I should do that. Give her this one so then use my card.
Yeah, right? Yeah, put it in his.
You got it.
Someone should get
Yeah,
these.
so use my card.
Now I'm at our max bet, $2,000.
Very good.
Nice.
Nice.
And there it is, Blackjack.
Thank God.
I really didn't notice how badly my wig was in the way while I was playing.
One more.
That would be nice.
2.
Ah.
It took quite a bit of time, but I started to feel some heat on me. Another pit boss came around and was watching me intently.
Don't have it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Of course, when I don't get insurance.
Right? All okay.
That's it.
That's how it goes.
I'll get the money back.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Good job.
8.
Andrea is deep in a session right now. I dropped her off just over an hour ago, and the last I heard from her, she said the pit boss is currently rooting for her. So that's always a good sign. It's Green Valley Ranch, and the last time that I was here, they were sleeping for like 45 minutes. So this is awesome. The disguise must be helping, because usually Vegas for us is like 5-minute back off after 5-minute back off. So the fact that she's already at around 2 hours of play after 3 casinos is insane. So hopefully she can make back her 10 grand and we'll be back at that profit mark.
I was down a lot of money in this session, and now I'm doubling a $2,000 bet. So now I have $4,000 on the table. This was a big hand, because if I lost again, I was going to have to CTR. This is paperwork you have to do if you buy in over $10,000. With the
He's gonna give me
CTR,
an
you have to
ace.
show ID, and once I show Vegas my ID, the session is most likely over.
So you get another $700. I have to have your ID.
Okay.
Do you want face down or up?
Down.
Down. See? When you get A, you don't get paid.
This was a huge $4,000 win.
Oh gosh.
Now, I'm surprised no one was watching me at this point. When you have $2,000 bets on the table, usually they're on the phone and staring at you.
Nice.
Very good.
Okay, just give it to me.
Another blackjack with a $3,000 payout.
No surrender.
Let me ask you for sure.
I think
Say,
I'm not allowed to surrender.
Hmm?
No surrender.
You can, no. Surrender only 6 like sure.
Okay.
That was
I'll
2,000
stay
bucks
then.
surrender.
Yeah. Oh. What's the next card?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I already knew I wasn't able to surrender at this double deck game, but sometimes you'll get a new dealer or someone who's been moved from a 6-deck game, and they quickly just surrender the hand for you when you ask. With a $2,000 bet and 16 versus 10, I definitely wanted to surrender that hand. Soon after this, I was politely backed off by a female casino manager.
So that session ended up being an hour and 47 minutes. She's walking out now. Look at her. What a little cutie with her blonde wig. And let's find out what happened in this session. How did it go? I won $5,150. So definitely overpaid in that spot, but still down. Awesome. But that was a good session. And a long session too. Yeah, I got an hour and like 47 minutes. Crazy. The wig's working. The wig is working. We are on. Love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, no kidding. So now we're just down like around 5K. Okay. Yeah. Oh, light work of that. Yeah, let's that's half a shoe. All right, on to the next. Just about to go into casino number 4. Let's see if I can get us back on top.
Sometimes with how the table's angled, it'd be too obvious for me to get a shot of the cards, so I did not get any good footage of this session. When we're playing in Vegas, these tables are worth a lot of money. We wouldn't want to get kicked out for recording before we got kicked out for counting cards. I managed to get a few hours at this spot before they asked me to leave, but unfortunately, things turned ugly right before the back off. A hostile pit boss came and said, "No more blackjack, you're going to be trespassed." But he was followed up shortly by the nicest casino manager ever.
You got everything? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get you to where the lobby is. There's a restroom there. Is that okay? Yeah. And then from there, you can get an Uber. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
The last guy wasn't even going to let me pee, but this one escorted me to the restroom.
Alright, so Andrea, as we're walking, my dear, I'm going to read you something real quick, okay? So it's Julie appointed representative of the owner of this property. I hereby warn you. You are trespassing upon this property as defined by Nevada Vice Statute 207.200. Fail to leave the premises immediately if you subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Your subsequent return to the premises after being duly warned not to return will subject you to immediate arrest for trespassing. That does include all Caesars Entertainment properties, including Harrah's, Lake, Flamingo, Cromwell, Horseshoe, Paris, Planet Hollywood, and Caesars Palace. If you step foot into any of those properties, you are possibly subject to arrest.
Perfect. I just head out that way?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be a taxi stand when you exit, and then just there's a purple wall and it's the Uber lift pickup.
Okay, thank you so
yes,
much.
Ma'am. All right.
Currently down $19,700 in how many hours of play?
Like 6.
6 hours of play. That's the shitty variance that you can experience. If Harrah's in Vegas had backed me off 30 minutes earlier, I'd have been up.
Yeah, we would have been back to even on the trip if they wouldn't have backed you off.
I lost like 15,000 and then they backed me off. Oh, it was so brutal.
That hurts. Yeah, you were up 5 and then you ended the session down 15, so you went on like a 20K downswing in like 30 minutes, eh?
Yeah, it was just brutal, like hand after hand. The dealer was just mortified for me. And like, I think I do a good job of making friends with everyone. Like the pit boss is talking to me. Mm-hmm. The dealers are rooting for me, like behind me, because they end up moving tables. And
yeah,
I just chat with everyone and have such good cover play that I think that's why I get so long, because I got over 3 hours in Vegas, which is crazy, but I think it's because of the wig, and I had never been to that Harrah's. But
I've never been.
No, never been to that one.
Yeah. And this is just kind of the variance you can expect on our spread, because our max bets are 2 hands of 1,200, so 2,400 on the table, so it can easily turn into like a 7 to 10K hand. Mm-hmm. So these swings where it's like up 10 and then down 20 and having 20K losing sessions is very normal with the spread that we're playing on. But of course, there's nothing you can do about the way that it makes you feel when you go through those big losses. Then it's kind of like your body has a response. Even if you can convince your brain it's going to be okay, you have like a bodily response to it. So it's just always so frustrating.
I was shaking putting out those bets. And I've done this for years. And I still get really overwhelmed by it all. And how quickly that money can go.
Yeah, money moves, it feels like, on that one-hand spread. $2,000 max
crazy.
Bet. Should we go drown our sorrows?
We better.
Is this a joke? He's definitely guilty.
Oh, for sure.
Stay tuned for part 2, where Goodyear takes her shot at Vegas.
Well, you gotta move a little.
No.
You gotta do it. You gotta try to get it. You gotta try to move.
Okay. I don't want that one. Get the bit.
Yeah, okay, maybe you'll be more incentivized with a watermelon.
Waste it.
Oh, there's no.
Did it fall?
Oh!
You gotta move.
I'm
You have
scared.
a terrible throw.
Nowhere near.
Okay, let's try that again. With a bigger gummy.
Oh, you hear it bounce off the skin.
Open wider.
Okay, ready?
That was so perfect.
Oh, it hit my tongue.
There you go.
Testing. Because first things first, we are going to go get some disguises because Vegas. No. Why do I say it like that?
Vegas.
Vegas. Because okay.
I'll say Vegas. You say the rest. Because Vegas. Did I say it like you too?
Because Vegas. Vaygas. Okay. Okay.